welcome back. United Tykes Network. Your host, Tommy Glover, as always. 9U contest coming up here. Two teams wanted to see each other. Georgia Force, Stonecrest Spartans. Ball's free. It's live. He's playing games. He got to run it. Good tackle. Starting field position will be at the 30-yard line for Big East. Good handoff up the middle. Pickup of about 4. Second down upcoming. Keep playing, I'm going to get you off the clock. Keeper. Good cut. Uh-oh. He's outside. He could go all the way. Barring a flag. Spartans on top. 6-0. After the big TD run. Sheesh. Been explosive plays all day today so far. Big East trying to do their thing. Out route, touchdown, 2-point conversion, should I say, is good. They're dancing in the end zone. Spartans on top, 8-0 now. right. Kickoff. Down by the force at the 22-yard line. All right. High snap. Keeps it. He's shifty. Coming back this way. Are you kidding me? Can't get away, though. Big East is right there. Pretty 1-yard run. Timeout. Georgia Force, they want to talk about it. All right. Force out of the huddle. High snap. Corralled by 2. He will not get away from the Bumblebees. They are all over him and stinging. Uh-oh. All right. Spartans will take over. Good run by 2-6. To the edge. Good run. Spartans looking dominant early. After the penalty, great field position for Big East. First and 10. Keeper. Timeout Spartans. 17 seconds left to go in the quarter. Spartans on top 8-0. Rolling out, throws it, oh, completed. It may have been down at the 1. And that's the end of your first. We'll be right back. Handoff up the middle. He close to the touchdown. Not in there yet. Yeah. Offsides. Ball on the ground. Recovered by Georgia Force. The turnover they needed. That was a stop the Force needed. Spartans seem to be going in for their second touchdown. Uh-oh, in the end zone. He gets out of there, but not far. Good run. Oh, he's out of there. Are you kidding me? How did he break out of there? You got to be kidding me. He is headed to the house. Georgia Force, number 10, is in the zone. We have a ball game. No flag. 8-6 now. In the second quarter. I don't know how he got out of that. But the little man was like Houdini. And then 80 yards to the zone. Big play. Georgia Force needed drastic change of events. Thought Big East was going to go up 2 touchdowns at the end of that first turnover and then the big play. Very important two-point conversion here. He close, but no good. Eight, 6. Spartans on top. It's 8-6. Stonecrest up 8-6. The red team up 8-6. So the team that just scored got 6. And Stonecrest got 8. All right, bet. Whatever. However you doing it. So now you made Stonecrest the home team. The red team the home team. The black team the away team. All right? 8-6. All right, they got it right now. Good ball game now. 5 minutes remaining in our second. Kickoff upcoming. Covered by 0. Woo! Big hit 17. I see you. Georgia Force has woke up now. We got a ball game. Eight, 6. Big East cuts up. Nothing. Mayer fell forward for a yard. Third down. Handoff. Uh-oh, good move. Good tackle. Bring up third and about 3. Big fella up the middle. It's enough for the first down. Big East on the move. Timeout, Georgia Force. Couldn't get that substitution in on time. 1st and 10 now. Big East in Georgia Force territory now. Looked like this game was going to get out of hand early. Big East was headed in for their second touchdown. End of the first quarter. Started the second. That turnover led to the big play for the Force. And we now have a tie ball game. All right. First down, Big East. Just under 3 remaining in the half. It gets to the edge. Oh, wow. Speed, on speed. Good tackle, 10. Touchdown saving tackle at that. $2:20 remaining in this first half. Big East on the move again. First and 10 at the 12-yard line. Good tackle in space. Somebody coaching up those D-backs up there. Timeout Spartans. Want to try to get some points out of this drive. Did it on their last drive when they were in the red zone. Definitely want to capitalize now before the half. Up next at 12 o'clock, big 7U game. Douglasville Tiger Cubs, Roadrunners versus the North Henry Ghost Boys at 7U. Should be a good one up at noon. Shotgun with trips to the top. Flag. Croachman on the defense. Lined up in the neutral zone. Minute 24 remaining in the half. Uh-oh, he's under pressure. Woo! He gets away. Good tackle. One minute remaining. 8-6. Big East on top. Good run. He doesn't make it to the outside. Great contain now by Force. They figured out what's going on, and they're not allowed to get to the edge now. Bend but not break. 4th and 12 upcoming now. Just under a minute remaining in our first half. All right, timeout over. Big East 4th and 11. Trips to the top of your screen. Big East in shotgun. Takes off. Lets it go. No good. Turnover on downs. Georgia Force will take over. Keeper. Good tackle. 33 seconds remaining. Force trying to move with pace. $16. Doubt if they'll get another playoff. If not, timeout with 3 seconds remaining. Might get one playoff before the half. Up next, Douglasville Tiger Cubs Roadrunners and the North Henry Ghost Boys. Should be a very good one at 7U. All right. Back to our game on field 2. Field 3 up next as well. 12 o'clock game. 9U Georgia Force, 8U Georgia Force and Super Sports Elite Lions. Ball over quarterback's head, he's down. And that'll be your half. Score is 8-6. Big East on top of Georgia Force. We will see you back after the half. Good afternoon. We are back. United Tykes Network. Second half action upcoming. Our second contest of the day. 9U Georgia Force Stonecrest Spartans Big East on top 8-6. Very good ball game so far. Kickoff upcoming. Uh-oh, 10. Can he get to the edge? Oh, wow. He does. That boy got some wheels on him. Good way to start the second half for the Georgia Force. Great starting field position. For the Force. Defense played very tough. Up the middle. That's their big back. Ten. Good cutback. Legal motion against the force. Good cutback. Still on his feet. It's good enough for a first down. All right. 1st and 10 upcoming for the Force. Let's see what they can actually make happen. 10, rollout, good catch by 1. Pickup of about 7. Force have seen to settle down, on the move now. All right. 1st and goal at the 8 now. Ball on the ground. Recovered by the Spartans. The big turnover they needed. Red zone turnover at the 8-yard line. Stonecrest will take over deep in their own field position at their own 8. Motion. False start, doing too much. Got to get out the shadow of your own end zone. Line up and go straight. Try to get you about 3 or 4 yards, get you ahead of the chains. Can't get anywhere. This couldn't be too bad if Georgia Ford could just hold pat because they're so deep in their own territory. Good things usually don't happen down there, but we shall see. 2nd and about 16 now. Uh-oh. Good move. Oh, and that is it. You will not catch him. Uh-oh. Oh! Wow. Somebody bring that boy some water. That was a hell of a run. If you look up need a play in the dictionary, he got it done. Get that man some water and some rest. They said, nah, you got to finish the drill. 2-point conversion upcoming. Big East up 14-6 right now. Huge touchdown run. 90-plus yards. I think it was almost 95. Two six, can't get in there. Score remains 14-6. .140 remaining in the third. Big East on top. 14-6 right now. Ball on the ground. 17 got it. Decent return to about the 44-yard line. One-score game, 14-6. Timeout. Big East, they want to talk about it. Ball on the ground. 10 trying to get away. He's nifty, but not that nifty. Loss of about 4. All right. 20 seconds remaining in the third. Big East on top, 14-6 over the Georgia Force. That'll probably be the last play upcoming of the third quarter if they can get it off. 6 and counting. He gets it off and the ball's on the ground. That's not how you won the end your half. Recovered by the Spartans. End of your third quarter, 14-6. Big East on top of the Georgia Force. We'll be right back. We're back. Start of your fourth quarter. Big East just got the turnover at the end of the third. Up 14-6, but they will have the ball to start the fourth. Shout out to Henry County Parks and Rec. Great partners for us down here. Georgia Elite Sports Academy. Shout out to Miss B, X, the whole crew down here, always looking out for us. Make sure we can put on great events in Henry County. Thank you guys a million. All right, 14-6. Big East on the move. Good run. Cut back. Flag. It will be coming back. Ball on the ground. Pickup of none. Dropping back. Timeout. 4:14 remaining in this game. Shout out to the West Coast Football Association, Coach Mo. Our affiliations on the West Coast really putting in a lot of work over this past few weeks, establishing a footprint for the 2025 season for the West Coast teams to be included in UTN rankings, exposure, national championships, etc. Shout out to the West Coast Football Association, Washington, Oregon, North and South Cali, everybody involved. Good pass. On 4th down. Oh, good cutback. Still on his feet. Good play. Big flag, gonna bring it back. That was 4th and 17. Depending where they put the flag, be 4th and even longer than that upcoming. Shout out to my dog Sunnyside out there holding it down in Louisville. That's what you do. Event was canceled in Cincinnati this weekend. Too many moving parts, too many things going on. Rather than do a bad event or a questionable event, Sunnyside made the right move by just canceling the event. But cost a lot of teams in the Midwest, Cincinnati, Kentucky, Indiana area, a real great chance of some exposure this weekend. Hopefully we can get you guys tuned back in before the season's over. Out route again. And again. It is almost enough for a first down. This is going to be a close spot. First down. Big 4th and forever. That's good play calling by Big East. Running an underneath out route 2 times in a row. 1 time to the right, 1 time to the left. Both times they executed. First time with a holding penalty, but when they needed it, they got it. 1st and 10, 2 minutes remaining. That was a big first down. Time is now a big factor. Minute 19 and counting. Good handoff. Good tackle. Great tackle in space by 12. Good looking ball player. Timeout. Up next, I said North Henry, Ghost Boys, Douglasville Tiger Cubs, Roadrunners. Should be a great game at the 7U division. We can get us some clarity. Because one thing about us, we're going to play football. There's a lot of political rankings and stuff going on, but you might see it show up anywhere on the internet. But when are they going to show up on the field? You got to chase people all around all year to try to get a game. In UTN, the rankings came out on a Tuesday. 40 ranked teams in the building this weekend. You feel me? Number ones everywhere. Flag. Speaking of number ones, up at 1:30, number one, 11U in the country, East Side Babies. Coach Zay and staff from CDJ will play against the City Colts out of Indianapolis. Haven't seen them up close yet, but should be a treat. They got 2 games this weekend. One with the Eastside Babies and then a game tomorrow with the ABA Atlanta Bulldogs. Timeout, 43 seconds remaining. Just exercising futility now. 4th down and long upcoming for Big East. A first down would definitely seal the game. If not, there will still be life. Super Sport Elite 8U also in the building right now. They have a game with Georgia Force 8U up next on field 2. All right, we back. Incomplete. I don't know about that. Play call right there. That's a tough one. Ghost Boys up next on field 2. But now, Georgia Force 9U has one last chance. 38 seconds remaining, down 14-6. 65 yards from where they want to be in the end zone. Big play capability on that team. Can they get it done? If not, Big East will get out of here with the victory. Well, that's how you want to start your drive. Offsides against Big East. 5-yard penalty. 1st and 5 upcoming. That's 65 yards or so. Now turns into under 60. 59 yards from getting to the end zone and having an opportunity to tie this ball game up. 10 keeps it. Breaks a couple tackles. Still on his feet. Close to first down yardage, but I don't know if he's there yet. They gave him first down. Ball will start at the clock as soon as it's set. 25 seconds and counting for the Force. 10. Woo! Great tackle in the backfield. Timeout Force. 15 seconds remaining. That was a heck of a tackle. He shot that gap like he was out of a cannon. All right. $11:50, 15 seconds left in this game. We are on time. Up next at noon, Douglasville Tiger Cubs, North Henry Ghost Boys. Gonna be a good one, man. Ghost Boys been saying they're gonna get outside for a minute. Glad Coach and them was able to lock this one in. Haven't seen the Douglasville Tiger Cubs this year yet up close. Always a top 10 team in the country at that age group for the past couple years in our eyes. So let's see what they're bringing to the table today. They're excited to get out here as well. Up at noon, Douglasville Tiger Cub Roadrunners, North Henry Ghost Boys, Northwest Georgia versus the GMYFL. Should be a great crossover matchup on UTN Labor Day Lock-In Showcase Saturday. 2nd and 14 upcoming. 10. Double reverse. Can he get away from it? Uh-oh. He ran into the tackler instead of going to the edge, and that'll do you. They got something to talk about at practice this week, and that'll be your ball game. Big East comes away with the win, 14-6 over the Georgia Force. We will be back 12 o'clock, 7U matchup. Douglasville Tiger Cubs Roadrunners against the North Henry Ghost Boys, who are taking the field now. We will see you back shortly.